minute. The heck do I announce? Just the plays?
Yeah, fuck. Hey, that's all an announcer does, right?
I'm gonna be like Brady. Whenever you do a Dom, I go, oh! That's all Brady does now. He just yells.
Yeah, he just yells and he's like, and that's why I like so and so.
Brady's such a fun commentator, and you could tell he misses the game, man.
Well, he's probably looking at it like, man, dude, I should be doing this right now.
I know. He says his favorite player in the league is McCaffrey.
Yeah, McCaffrey. Well, I mean, McCaffrey's like literally a two-way threat.
Yeah, dude. You see the trade from the Cavs?
No.
We traded Garland,
Wait, for who?
James Harden.
What the fuck?
We traded Garland and a second-round pick for James Harden, and everyone's saying we won the trade because Garland only played like 3 games this season.
That's unfortunate. I mean, Garland was pretty cool too.
Bro, he's young.
Yeah.
I love Garland, bro. Garland is that guy. It's just, obviously his size, he gets killed on defense, but like that man's a pretty goddamn good point guard. And you see what the Cavs got offered?
No.
Evan Mobley and another second rounder for Giannis.
What the fuck? You guys trying to get Giannis too?
Yeah.
But damn, Mobley's gonna be a huge loss.
I know. I would not trade Mobley. I'd trade Jared Allen. I mean, Jared Allen did just drop 40. I don't know if you saw that.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Dude, he dropped 40, Evan. He dropped 40 for a center that don't shoot. Alrighty. What is this? I forgot the day. Is it Monday Night Football?
I think it's Sunday Night Football.
Is it Sunday?
Sunday Night Football on a Tuesday night.
George Kittle. So, what moves have you made?
So to begin the season.
It's
okay.
It's John.
The glaze, bro. The glaze already.
Look at him. If it wasn't for Brady, he would still be the GOAT.
If only.
But he's a cool number 2.
To begin the season, I just did what you told me to do. I traded away Ayuk and Jennings.
Okay.
So they're both gone. They both went to New England for a first rounder.
Ooh.
And
okay.
Besides that,
you see, we have here in Atlanta Falcons. Let's see what they're gonna do. They have allowed 332 yards. That's not that. That's that's not great. We've allowed 253 yards, but we have gained 367 from last week.
But it's
okay.
I'm not sure if you're quite updated, but Brian Robinson Jr. is out for the season.
Oh, he is out for the season. What is his injury?
He fractured. I think it's like fractured ankle or something like that.
Oh wow, that's gonna be a huge loss for the team.
Yeah.
Huge loss.
I mean the first game he had like 80 yards. It was like 80 yards on 11 carries. He was out there. He was out there.
Oh wow. All right, so we have the Niners defense, which, they have Fred. They have Freddy Ruger out there. And then they have Nick Bosa. I don't know if I'm allowed to say his nickname.
Oh, no, you can say his name. I'm not saying it.
The racist, okay. It's MAGA Bosa.
Oh, and Fred Warner had 2 picks yesterday, by the way.
2 interceptions, okay. So Fred Warner's looking to have another big game this game. Michael Penix, what does he do? Ooh, up the middle. That was a very useless spin. Why did he spin there? He went nowhere.
He's got CTE, dog. He's got CTE.
He's got CTE. Okay, well, that was a pretty big game. We'll see what the Niners defense could get here. Michael Penix. Oh, how is that caught? Oh my goodness. He's looking like he's already having soreness though. I don't know that player on the Falcons, but he's looking to have soreness. We'll see if that affects him later in the game. Niners defense, 2nd and 7. They run it. He gets. Oh my god, he just gets swarmed.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, he's definitely running off adrenaline after that hit right there.
Holy shit. That was crazy. I think the success that this Niners defense is gonna have. Oh, what a big play, and that is touchdown, Atlanta. We'll see if this stadium is gonna stay quiet.
Nah, they're not gonna stay quiet. They're not. Santa
You know,
Clara.
this is home of the faithful. Home of the faithful. You know, they're faithful to the Bay. They're even faithful during the Brian Hoyer days, as I can say so myself.
I got Amber
Let's see.
right next to me. She's over here like about to fall asleep on the chair. She announced the video. She's announced the video before.
Really?
There's the second one.
Oh, I got all. Oh, Mr. Glock Purdy, Mr. Dougie himself. What is he gonna do?
I feel like he's gonna do great shit today. You know, outside that one game against Arizona where he wound up throwing 3 interceptions, he's only got 2 other interceptions this whole season, and has been almost at a 70% pass completion rate. So, you know, I think he's doing great as it is. And against this a secondary heavy set Atlanta Falcons, not having too much of a pass rush, I feel like he's going to be able to, you know, he's going to be able to take his time in this pocket and really just dissect his defense.
And Niners are coming off of a big 6-0 to start the season, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be the ones to be the favorite to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC. Starting 6-0, that's something that's amazing. Purdy to Robinson at the 40.
And, you know, surprisingly
2 catches for 12 yards already.
Surprisingly enough, this season, Brian Robinson has been that number 1 option. You would have thought it would be Ricky Pearsall or maybe even Kendrick Bourne stepping up, you know, as a veteran. As a Brown, Robinson is a veteran presence, but you know he doesn't quite have that resume that Kendrick Bourne has as a wide receiver 1. But he's definitely showing and proving to potentially be that like wide receiver 1 for this offense.
Runs at the middle.
I just can't quite get around the green grass right there. You know. Bates,
but he does manage this is definitely gonna be this Niners' offense. If this run is going, the pass is gonna open up, especially when you have a guy like Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy, he scrambles out, throws it. Bourne with the nice catch. How did he get that ball off?
You know, honestly, I don't know. It's tough to throw on the run for one thing, and it's tough to throw on the run while getting hit. And he managed to pull that one off.
It's very true. Let's see, Niners. 2nd and 9. Kyle Juszczyk wide open. And as if you hear this crowd, they are going Juszczyk.
Yeah, and
Purdy getting hit back to back and still managing to make the throw.
Yeah, Juszczyk's been that 3rd down option too. It's kind of crazy. It's 3rd and long, dump it off to Juszczyk, and he's just kind of been their answer this season so far.
Purdy looking nice. Oh, to George Kittle. Oh, he fumbled. And the Niners lose the ball. That is Atlanta's ball. That was a big mistake by George Kittle.
Kittle trying to make the big play. Yeah, it's big play, big risk, you know?
Oh, and look at them. They deserve to celebrate after what they just pulled off right there. This is going to be one of the main things of the 49ers if they want to keep this undefeated record going. They cannot turn over the ball.
Which hasn't been the biggest issue this season. Biggest issue is really nowhere. There's been no gaps this season all year long so far, but you know, sometimes
he breaks it out. He jukes and he's down. He's gonna be short. 2nd in inches.
Sometimes your biggest issue is the fact that you haven't lost it. That is always a factor. The overconfidence. You kind of make some dumb plays like you just saw right there.
Bijan breaks off.
Yeah, no, he's tackled in the backfield.
That is a loss. That is a good play by the 49ers.
Yeah, Fred Warner met Bijan Robinson in the backfield right there, stops him. Bijan, I mean, he breaks the tackle, but you know, help comes around eventually.
Let's see, 3rd and 2. The Niners, they don't send all. Fred Warner in the coverage. And they get the first down. Michael Penix with a pretty good read so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's good on Penix to stay calm in the pocket right there. They show 6, and their linebackers step off, and he was quickly able to adjust to that look right there. Kind of just stands in the pocket tall and gets that completion off.
Yeah, like right there looked very Mahomey, and
Okay.
just, Michael Penix. Oh, Michael Penix, he's scrambling. He throws it, and he throws a dot. That is a throw you do not want to see your quarterback doing. I thought that was gonna be picked.
Yeah, that looked like a pick for sure, but he just gets it around the edges. It's a tough throw. He feels confident that he can make it, so he puts it out there. But that is gonna be the last play of the first quarter.
Okay. Yeah, what a big first quarter from the Falcons. Being able to get a turnover when the San Francisco 49ers were looking to score, that is a mistake you do not see Kittle make often.
No, it's not. I mean, he's their touchdown leader this year right now. He's got 5 touchdowns this season, 3 in one game. He got the hat trick. You're looking for him as the number 1 option out there, like in terms of like the receiving threats. And
Michael Penix throws up, and he is down. Jair Brown making a great tackle that could have been gone.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a great tackle right there. And honestly, it's not bad coverage either. Just Mooney out there making a catch.
Mooney making a catch, and that was good breakaway speed and a good ball placement by Penix to get it right in his hands. He didn't throw it behind him or too far ahead of him. It was just right. Michael Penix, he go. And he is gonna go down by D. Winters with the sack.
Yeah, and this is what we see.
That is gonna be a major loss for the Falcons.
We seen this a lot last week. I mean,
never mind.
Not
Nick
even
Martin,
just
not D. Winters.
Assisted D Winners, half a sack for both.
Yep.
But no, we seen this 2 weeks ago against Arizona, where this front 7. I mean, they got to the quarterback 7 times in one game.
Oh wow.
And it wasn't even like the names that you would expect out there. It wasn't Bosa. No, it was the linebackers. Winners comes in. You got I know Bosa had 1 sack, but the young rookie, you know his name from on the line.
Yep, that man Williams.
There you go.
Williams is projected to be a good stud for the Niners with them losing Armstead. That's a big loss for the San Francisco 49ers. To go from Buckner, you lose him, you draft a guy like Kinlaw, he doesn't do anything, and then you rely on Armstead, and Armstead just wanted more money and has found his way onto the Jaguars, and hopefully he does something great. But for them to have Williams to look like this, it's going to be a good sign and good help for Nick Bosa himself.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Getting help on that line, it's always needed. You can't just have that one guy that you rely on 24/7.
Yeah, Garindo being motioned out. Brock Purdy, let me back. Throws it. George Kittle with the catch, and he breaks away. George Kittle, and he's going to be down.
At the 46-yard line. Nice little catch and run right there by Kittle, breaking a tackle right there. I mean, he's trying to make up for that fumble he had over there in the red zone.
Yeah, that's a good play to make a good come up like that. Brock Purdy throwing it deep to Garindo. Incomplete. That was good coverage. Brock Purdy lobbed it up in the air, but I think that's the safest throw he could have done there.
Yeah, no, just give your running back a shot. It's a linebacker. You got the speed mismatch. It's kind of like, it's just like a why not situation.
Garindo going down, and that's going to be a gain of 4. Whoa. We're seeing things getting heated with Ben Barch and
Christian Ellis.
The Falcons' defense. Brock Purdy. Starts with 49ers. 36. Brock Purdy scrambles out. Wide open. Christian McCaffrey. That's a man you cannot leave open. You have to have someone on him at all times. I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah, honestly, if you're the defense, you look at third down, especially when you're sending pressure out like that. I mean, I think I think Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle are the first two options you even look at. Like, you don't even think about anybody else. You just make sure that they don't have their hands on the ball.
1st and 10. Brock Purdy drops back. Wide open. Ricky Pearsall. Man, he could be really something great, especially with all that IU drama that has been going on with this team.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I
I don't
mean,
know if we're having some technical difficulties over here with my partner.
hello?
1st and 10. Now let's go 49ers. McCaffrey in the backfield. Tonjes motioning out. Purdy throws it deep. Tonjes, touchdown! San Francisco. You dance, young man.
Hell yeah. Yo, Jake
Wow.
Tonjes, I mean, you can't ask for a better number 2, right? Somebody to compliment
really can't.
number 85 out there. Tonjes, I mean, combination of speed and size, just like Kittle. Can't quite block like him, but, you know, when you put both of them out there in the field to try to go up and get a ball, it's pick your poison out there.
Yeah, and the defense ran a. Oh, we're getting a booth review. What are the officials gonna say? I don't know. I think they're talking about his feet placement on when he stepped out.
So you got one. So he's for sure in bounds. I think they're just.
Oh,
I think they're mainly trying to. Well, they're just trying to see if he had possession, but I see 2 feet.
I see 2 feet too. We'll see what these officials say. And they say it stands. Touchdown, San Francisco. And you know they ran a simple cover 3 buzz, and right there with the cover 3, if you're guarding in your zones, there's always gonna be those corners wide open.
And that's very true. I mean, you know, it's called zone for a reason. You know, you're only covering up certain spots of the field, and that's a
What
great
a
wrap
great
up.
tackle.
Yeah, no, great wrap up right there on special teams.
Great tackle. Special teams showing up. Let's see what Michael Penix and these birds can do. But you know, like going back to that play, that was a great throw because it looked like it was gonna be overthrown, but no, it was just the right amount of distance for Bijan with the breakout with the Jew. Bijan.
Wow, Bosa had to get out there and wrap him up.
Wow, you know that's not ever good when your edge rusher has to go out there to try to make that tackle if you're missing tackles. You cannot miss tackles with Bijan. Michael Penix, and he goes down by Gross Matos. That is his first sack of the game.
She fell asleep like that.
Wow, he just gets in there really quick. Michael Penix could not handle that pressure. D winners. Oh, Michael Penix fumbles. San Francisco recovers, and it's Jair Brown with the pickup. Wow, that is what they needed. He got swarmed. Ate up. And that's what the Niners are going to need this year to succeed and go for the 6. They're going to need turnovers. Last year was not great for them because of all the injuries. And this year, their defense is really showing up.
Yeah, it's been the bigger part of their game plan so far this year. Kind of underrated with, you know, not having like all the turnovers in the world, but you know, they're just getting stuff done.
Brock Purdy scrambles out. He throws it. George Kittle wide open. Touchdown, San Francisco.
That's number 6 for Kittle right there. Hey, you know, Brock Purdy's been kind of communicating out there with his receiving threats this year. This is not the first time we've seen him motion him up, just beat the zone, and Looks like he's playing a little bit of bowling.
Wow. And they all fell down. I don't think the
Step
Niners want to be
68.
doing that with the way their injuries have been.
Yeah, I mean, just like Greenlaw, you know, he was trying to get pumped up out there in the Super Bowl. Any little thing could cause an injury for this team.
Yeah, don't want to think about that Greenlaw injury. That is still one of the biggest injuries to ever happen in the Super Bowl.
Momentum changing.
Very, very momentum changing. Man, how hard is it?
Oh
Oh,
my
that is
goodness.
a big tackle. How did he hang on to that ball?
I don't know, but he's got a family. You got to consider that man's family right there.
Man, his freaking ancestors felt that one.
You know, that guy's got to go home to his kids, you know. Like, you can't leave him the way that you just did.
Michael Penix with a great throw.
Yeah, he's definitely been hitting those quick checkdowns, just getting it through. Niners looking to answer that though.
Michael Penix, a good swat by Jair Brown. I don't know. I don't think that was a great pass. That could have been a hospital ball if Jair Brown was not there.
Oh no, definitely. The safety is creeping up. Even if Jair Brown had gotten beat right there, I think the safety goes out there and he's just gonna pop the ball right out.
Yeah, that was a great read. If you think about it, Jair Brown saved him. Michael Penix with a throw. Lenore with the missed tackle. That is not what you want to see.
No, and I mean Mooney's right here. 5 catches for 101 yards right now. Keep on riding the hot hand if you're Atlanta right now.
Yeah, that's very true. They're eating it up in the middle. Michael Penix with a nice throw out of bounds. That's going to be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, you can see the little 2-minute drill here. You know, Penix, they're going to try to at least get 3 out of this drive right now before halftime.
Yep. Michael Penix with the scramble. You better drop when it comes to Fred Warner. You are not surviving that hit.
No, you're not. You're definitely not. Penix definitely choosing a pretty well decision right there.
Let's see what they do here. Michael Penix. And he gets swarmed. That is going to be their first charge timeout. 55 seconds for the half.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what you call getting freaking pancaked right there. Or even, what do they call it? Like getting sandwiched. Just two edge rushers just came at the exact same time. Funny enough, you know.
This is going to be a screenplay. Bijan.
Oh,
he
yeah.
just can't stay down.
Yeah, he somehow gets out of bounds on that play right there. That's crazy.
I understand they have 2 timeouts, but you do not want to stay up at that time. It's just going to chew more clock if you don't get out there. Michael Penix. He's thinking. He throws, and he throws an absolute dot. Oh, and he gets demolished. That was a great play by Michael Penix. It looked like he was stuttering a bit on where he was going to put that ball, but he made the right read.
Yeah, I mean, their O-line just hangs on just long enough. You can see the edge rushers were coming around.
Michael Penix, and he gets taken down.
Not this time, though. I think that is Williams.
Oh,
we were talking about him earlier.
Whew. Talking about Williams, and you also got to give credit to Givens. The way these guys could develop, this is going to be one of the scariest D-lines we've ever seen.
Definitely. Most definitely. You got a good starter, Bosa. Now you got Williams, and you got... sorry, you just said his name. Givens. You got Williams and Givens on the line as well. Yeah, no, this could be a huge threat
Michael
to the
Penix,
whole league.
super high throw. They have 3 seconds. I don't think they're going to take another shot here. I think they're sending their field goal unit out. Niners do get ball back, correct?
Yes, the Niners are going to get the ball at halftime.
Well, that's going to set our halftime. We had the show, you know, we're going to go ahead and send it over to our brothers from Allstate.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we don't have brothers in Allstate. It's just us.
Yeah, it's just us. We're just trying to fill Um, not lonely. Wow, we have a big matchup with the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys, both 3-3 teams. What is this red zone break looking like? Dak Prescott, oh, with the nice bomb. Wow, this is definitely one that was most likely fun to watch.
Yeah, no, I mean, huge game. Both teams were tied in their division. So that was like a must-need game. You got Green Bay, Arizona right here. Arizona trying to
Arizona,
bounce
one
back,
and
and
five.
looks like they do, perhaps. Oh,
Oh
wow!
my, oh, what a big pop, and the Cardinals pulled the upset.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be huge for the NFC West side. You know, you got a team that's still trying to pop up in there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. And
Oh,
oh my
shit.
god.
Yeah. You got put on both ends of the highlight right there. Holy. Who's
Devin broke to
that?
attack.
Yo,
That's number 2 on defense.
yeah.
Was that a
Whoever's
freaking kicker out there? Man, they need to sign that guy as a linebacker. Holy cow.
that was either the kicker or a freaking backup quarterback. I don't even know.
Man. Look at man, you know, this game has been pretty interesting, you know. What's going to tell with this game is who stops who. Who gets another turnover. If the Niners keep allowing Bijan to do what he's doing, it's going to be a long game for the Niners.
Almost definitely, and I mean, you just seen it right there. He only has 4 attempts for 39 yards, so I think it's also just a matter of does the Atlanta offense feed him?
That is very true. Michael Penix is making some great throws today. But here we go. Second half. Garendo. And he's going to be right there down at the 30.
You can see
First and 10. Wow, running back receiving yard.
leaders.
Christian McCaffrey leading this league so far with his rushing yards. This man just does it all.
No, he really does, and he missed out on the first 2 weeks of the season too. So to be up here on this list, I mean, it just shows like how elite he truly is.
And the man we were just talking about, and he's down. He has 4 rushes for 51 yards.
Just unstoppable
That
right
is
now.
a man. You have to stop him there. Christian McCaffrey is a player you don't see much of. Like, you don't see a lot of players at all.
Oh, you see, Purdy sees something out there. He liked it. He
Yep.
changed the play.
Change to the play action. Throws it. High throw, but Robinson gets that ball down.
No, he still keeps it
Robinson's
catchable.
really a sleeper.
No, he is. He really is. He's leading this team in receiving yards by a receiver. Kittle leads the team by receiving yards, but from the receiver standpoint,
To McCaffrey.
he does lead the
he gets
receivers.
the first down. Wow. These Niners, this is one of their best years ever for receiving. You're used to seeing the run carry them. But no. This team is they're letting that ball fly. Robinson with the slow spin move. But
Going
that's a
nowhere.
good gain. You know, last time you see Niners with a good passing game, they almost every time go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, no, literally. Quite literally, they've pretty much gone to the Super Bowl when they have a good passing game.
Niners. Here they go. Throws a dangerous ball, and that is intercepted by and he gets trucked. It had to take Trent Williams to go down. What did Brock Purdy see there?
I think Brock Purdy just, you know, he had a miscue on his pre-reads right there. Thought he was gonna step down right there, and
that is a throw you don't see Brock Purdy do a lot of.
no, and
This man Brock Purdy don't make mistakes. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes like other quarterbacks in the league, like Drake May, Mac Jones when he plays. Very, very consistent and accurate quarterbacks. That was just a bad read by Purdy, and I know it's eating him up inside. And you know he learns from his mistakes. Penix drops back, wide open. Man, Lenore just gets killed on that cut.
everything can't be blamed on Lenore, though. You know, you got to expect your pass
Michael
rush to maybe
Penix.
get through.
He's looking to give the Niners their first loss. And they run the ball to Bijan. And he just gets eaten up. That's going to be a loss of 2.
And a good play on
Great read. Great read by the San Francisco 49ers.
It's Bosa. You already know his nickname. You know his nickname. He turns it up.
14. Oh my God.
He turns it up
I might
against some.
cut out there, but wow.
Turns it up against some, some
Just add that
quarterbacks
to
in the
his
league.
stats. And you know what they say about him? He always averages a sack when it's a African American quarterback.
That is true.
That's why he's called the racist. And now he activated his racistness.
Oh, that's
Michael
a deep
Penix
shot for Drake
throwing
London.
it deep. And it is swatted by Ronaldo Green. Great play by Ronaldo Green. That is something they really needed after that turnover by Brock Purdy.
Yeah, most definitely. That's just great coverage right there. One-on-one against, arguably a top 10 receiver in the league is.
What a terrible punt. What were they thinking? This is going to be great field advantage for the San Francisco 49ers. Here comes Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers' offense. Will he learn from his mistakes? Motioning Kittle. And they run the ball to the left. Christian McCaffrey. He got the block by Juszczyk. He's down. What a jump by Christian McCaffrey. And that's going to be another first down.
Just keep on riding the hot hand right there. McCaffrey he tries to jump
Very
over the
close game,
defender,
total
but
yardage.
hey,
Brock Purdy, pass it to McCaffrey. And that is eaten alive. And it's not going to be a loss, but that's not a play you don't want to see.
Yeah, you got to get that offense moving right now. Momentum's kind of bouncing back your way. You got to take advantage of that.
Brock Purdy. Scrambling out himself, and he just gets eaten alive. Wow.
Yeah, it didn't look like the wrong read right there, but
that.
yeah, Diablo just comes off the shed pretty quickly.
He's very accurate on converting third downs. We'll see if he still has it in him right now. Juszczyk, the guy who's always a third. What a great tackle. And you're thinking they're going to QB sneak it here. What a great tackle. Because Juszczyk was going to run that man over.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he was about to. That's just power versus power right there.
Well, there goes Brock Purdy. And he doesn't get it.
Just stopped short of the first down right there.
Wow. That is something you don't see every day. You don't see a QB sneak being that short. What a game for Michael Penix, am I right? 15 for 18, 200 yards?
Yeah, no.
Probably his best game of the season.
It's starting to look like it, just efficiently wise, and his only turnover is that fumble, but that's not entirely his fault.
Michael Penix comes up, and he barely gets that out.
Yeah, it's starting to look like the Niners front seven is starting to finally get through right here.
Yep, it's looking like the offense is getting. Oh, he gets it out. Front one of the missed tackle. Bijan. And he goes down and gets eaten alive by Malik Mustafa.
Who hasn't been too bad this year, too. Mustafa's been, he's been stopping the offenses when he needs to.
Yeah, Malik Mustafa is that speed that the Niners been needing. I'm going to take a little restroom break. I'll be right back.
Guess in the meantime, I keep occupied. Wow. You know, damn, that's a good play from Bijan Robinson right there. Breaks 2 tackles right there. Both are not light hits right there. No, we just talked about this defense being able to step up when it matters most, but to be like that 100% of the time is impossible. You're gonna see him break down here and there. Now it's just a matter of their offense coming out of here and actually making a play. Scarendo's gonna get this ball right here. He's gonna take it to about the 28-yard line. That is where the refs are gonna wind up marking him down. See, McCaffrey's averaging 7.4 yards per carry right now. You might see the 49ers kind of lean into his to letting him play out there a little bit more. That was nearly intercepted by Jesse Bates right there. Jesse Bates kind of making the good read and, you know, coming back to that football right there, making sure that George Kittle can't get his hands on it, as we're going to see McCaffrey in space potentially, but he's stopped short, well short. Actually, as a matter of fact, behind the line of scrimmage short. We're going to have a 3rd and 11. As Christian Ellis is just going to play perfect coverage right there against Kendrick Bourne. Ricky Pearsall, sorry. And we're going to get a punt out of this Niners offense now. Haven't seen many of these this year. Laying them out right there. Niners defense, now is the time that they have to come up with a big time play. And he's going to get dragged all the way to the 40-yard line. Nearly gets a first down out of that play. The Niners' whole defense is set up right here on the line. Mustafa's going to try to get around. Bijan trying to run around the edge. Can't quite get there. 3rd and 2.
Alrighty, I am back. 3rd and 2. Yes, wow, the Falcons are up. Niners need this stop here. They're getting no pressure, and that is a dot. First down to Mooney. Mooney has been eating up a lot this game.
Yeah, he's winning his matchup a lot. Just getting open out there for his quarterback.
Good read, wide open, and that is another first down. If you're the Niners, you're gonna need to stop here.
Yeah, you gotta get together and find out like why hasn't this been working.
And they run over Bijan, and Fred Warner makes a great read. And how does he still gain 2?
You know, that's one of the great mysteries behind elite players right there. Elite players find a way to get yards, and Bijan dead to rights right there, but he still manages to get something out of that one.
Bijan gets eaten up by Fred Warner. That is a man you're not going to break a lot of tackles from. You have to outrun him. You don't run through him.
You know, definitely. That is not an easy player to
play action
run against.
Mustafa makes a read. And that is swatted! Lenore. That is a great read. And that, if you're the Niners defense, you're happy giving up 3 there with how this drive was going.
Yeah. You know, that was starting to look like 7 for a second. You know, just couldn't get a stop and actually miss.
It's no good.
Wide
left. My goodness. The Niners have dodged a bullet. That is a big miss for the Atlanta Falcons. I'd be upset too. Is that Jake Moody out there? Wow. Look at Brock Purdy. Top 3 in passing touchdowns this year so far. That's what you like to see.
It's definitely what you like to see.
Alright. See Brock Purdy has a legacy drive here. First and 10 on the 45. Brock Purdy scrambles out. Throws it away. How is he able to get that out?
I'm not so sure, and he gets it through the line of scrimmage too. That's the even more surprising part about that, because if not, that goes back way back.
Christian McCaffrey, and that is a great read from the Falcons. That would have been a very deep run if that man was not there.
Yeah, most definitely.
3rd and 7. Brock Purdy is really good in third down scenarios. Let's see if he's able to make this play. Brock Purdy throws it, and that's Kendrick Bourne wide open. Kendrick Bourne with the great route running right there to get himself open. It looked like he was clamped.
It definitely did. But you know what his nickname is? It's Born to Play. So when he goes up out there, he's looking to get the ball.
That's a great read. And that's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be down. Can't really see.
Looks like about the 36-yard line or so.
Yeah. Okay. 2nd and 5. If you're the Niners, you're in good position here. What do? Are you going for the win, or are you going to go for tie?
You're definitely going for the win, all the way through. But, a situation occurs, you just get your 3, and you take it to OT.
Good throw. But Brock Purdy, he gets the block. Christian McCaffrey hurdles. Oh my God! And that is what you call an elite Pro Bowler. Every year, he will make it. And that is an injury for the Atlanta Falcons. Wasn't able to see his number, but that's going to be a huge loss in this type of play late in the game.
Definitely. I mean, you lose any of your starters. They're starter for a reason. It hurts big time.
And that's Ricky Pearsall. Oh, isn't that man a stud if he's able to stay on the field?
No, he is. Injury riddled through his beginning of his career. You hope that's not how his career pans out, but so far.
Oh, who's that? Oh, that's George Hill. There's a flag on the play. Who is it going to be on?
It looks like it's going backwards. I'm not going to lie. Illegal man downfield.
And that would have been a
or even potentially
great
holding.
Play.
They're looking at Kendrick Bourne right now.
Holding on the offense.
Pass interference on the offense.
Wow, I didn't really see much there. Wow, that's a big call late in a game like this. And if you're the Niners, you do not like to see that.
No, you do not.
Brock Purdy, he gets just swarmed. And who is injured? That's going to be a San Francisco 49er.
Looks like to be their left guard. Just looks like a mild injury. Nothing too serious.
Doesn't look too bad because he was able to get up and walk off on his own. He looks like he's in pain, but only when he stretches it. All right, 3rd and 13 for the San Francisco 49ers.
What do you got, Brock Purdy?
Work his magic. And that's George Kittle. Hey, he doesn't hang on.
I don't think that's a terrible throw by Brock Purdy. It's in his hands, but that's a tough catch against, one of the league's best, Jesse Bates right there. And it is their center.
He's got it in. He just has a bruised shoulder. And, if you're the Niners, you're really happy to only see that stat. Here comes Eddie with the big field goal. He's Eddie De Niro. He's been money this season. And it is down the middle, as you expect.
He remains perfect, too. That's big time when you could, confidently go out there and tell your kicker to get you 3 points at any time.
Yep. And that's something the San Francisco 49ers really needed, especially with the Jake Moody incident.
Yeah, no.
And I like Jake Moody. He was a great kicker. I just think after his injury, he was rushed back, and he just couldn't keep up.
That's intercepted
by Green! And the San Francisco 49ers are in positioning to go 7-0. What a terrible, terrible read by Penix. Out of all the mistakes, he's been pretty good this game, and he just makes it at the wrong time.
That's
Very great read by London. Not London, by Green.
shades of Malcolm Butler right there, just jumping in front of the little
Man,
pick-me route.
that was a great read. Great read by Green, and it looks like he's here to keep the San Francisco 49ers undefeated. What a great season this team is having.
Couldn't ask for a better start. You're going to start 7-0. You literally cannot ask for any better.
Christian McCaffrey, he gets absolutely pummeled to the ground, but that's a big game.
And Atlanta is going to have to be using their second to last timeout right there.
Man,
To be in under
what a
2
heartbreaking
minutes.
throw right there from Michael Penix when he was having a fantastic game. Christian McCaffrey just gets eaten up alive, but that is their last timeout, and it has been charged.
Looking just to keep the ball on the ground right
Let's
here.
run the clock
McCaffrey
out.
is going to be met in the backfield.
He's going to be stuffed. Niners could chew a bit of the clock here.
Wow, Jesse Bates has been all over this field all day today, stopping the run game and the pass game.
Such a heartbreaking play right here for the Falcons when Jesse Bates had a fantastic game being able to stop most deep balls.
Quite literally every huge play, Jesse Bates has been there to stop it.
Eddie Pinero. 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're going to use their timeout. What a great play. What a great call. Eddie Pinero just has to knock this down. And this is Eddie money, and it's good like as I think it is. He's giving me flashbacks of Robbie Gould, someone who did not miss much.
Remind me, when did Robbie Gould play for the Niners?
Oh, he played for the Niners in their... It was when... what year was that when the Rams went to the Super Bowl?
2019.
Yeah,
Or no,
2019 was
18.
Robbie Gould's... Was it 18? Oh, Penix is throwing it deep! And it's caught! And they don't have enough time! What a throw by Michael Penix. That is something you do not want to see. Your defense give up late in the game if they have timeouts.
Yeah, if they had one timeout right there, they get a timeout and they're kicking a field goal to go to OT. That is crazy.
Not a pretty game from Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy is that guy. He either has a pretty game or he does enough for your team to get that win.
Yeah, no,
What a great game.
I think he did a good enough job going out there and just at least putting him in a situation to win. Like you said, it's either he balls out or he gets you in a good enough situation, and he was playing well enough to keep the Niners in the game.
Yeah, and I think this is something I'm gonna bring along on this trend of videos is we gotta choose who deserves a game ball.
Okay.
I think on the Falcons, Michael Penix definitely deserves a game ball there.
That's fair. That's fair.
And on my choice on the defensive end of the Falcons, I say Bates. That man was doing everything to try to help his team get the ball back and make stops. And from the San Francisco 49ers side, I'd say Christian McCaffrey, because Christian McCaffrey he's a big threat, and that man had an amazing game, very consistent. And
I
on the
agree.
defensive end, you got to give it to Green.
Yeah, no.
Many defensive stops and swats, and that late interception, which basically sealed the game.
Yeah, no, that's Green definitely deserves that game ball right there. The biggest play of the game, arguably, right there. The interception, it gets them within in field goal range already. They already had used the timeout beforehand, and it just put the Atlanta Falcons in a very, very bad situation.
Yeah, I agree.
But this week, you know, they're going to face a really, really tough defense in the Houston Texans.
The San Francisco
Arguably,
49ers are very, very norm. Like it's a norm with them knowing this Texans defense because they have Ryan back there as their defensive coordinator, and that is someone the Niners really loved.
we're going to kick off this game right here. Trying to bring a
Yes.
8-0 start to the 49ers season here.
And this is a wild stat. Every time the Niners have started 5-0, they have gone to either the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl.
And it's looking like good signs for their season.
Yep, this is going to be dangerous territory. Houston is very loud. Brock Purdy threw a pick, but you know how Purdy is. He learns from his mistakes.
And as you saw from that graph just a moment ago, actually both teams allowing more yards than they gained. It's not a consistent trend to win football games, but you're going to see one of those here and there, and you just so happen to see two teams manage to, well, I don't know if Houston won, but San Francisco won by nearly allowing 100 more yards than they gained.
Yep, and that's something you don't like to see, but it's also, oh, what a juke. But that's something you don't like to see. But it's also something you like to see to the point where, you know, even with giving up that much, your defense is still able to make plays. Even with that happening. They're able to shine in big moments when it's needed. CJ Stroud goes down, runs it out. That's who's that?
Joe
That's
Mixon.
Chubb. Oh, that's Mixon. Holy shit, my bad. Wait, isn't Chubb on this team?
Yeah, Chubb is on this team, but a little bit washed. Joe Mixon, he got injured in real life to begin the season, but in here, he's as healthy as can be.
Very true. CJ Stroud dropping back, and that is dropped in his hands, but too much pressure from the defense.
That was against Nico Collins, too. That's not the easiest receiver to do that against.
Yeah, Nico Collins is so physical, especially when he gets outside those numbers. And that is an interception by Dominic CJ Stroud. That is something CJ Stroud has always struggled with. You don't know what you're going to get with him.
You know, he forces an error throw right there, and Lenore looking more like the receiver on that end right there, covering Tank Dell. Just an easy little cut up on what was looking like a drag, not drag, but a crosser.
Great read by San Francisco 49ers defense. And here is Brock Purdy. 11,000 passing yards in his career. 82 touchdowns. 67%. They call this man irrelevant? I think he's very relevant now.
Almost like he is. He's in your top 10 quarterbacks in the league, and if you say otherwise, you're probably crazy right now.
That's gonna be a gain of 6.
What,
Great game from Christian McCaffrey last game. 11 rushes for 84 yards. Those 84 yards were not unnoticed. You felt it.
It's what kept the Niners alive at times, you know, having their run game and be able to
the outside.
go
Christian
from the
McCaffrey
run
gets
game
the
to the play action. Play action is not there without the way that McCaffrey is running out there.
Very true, very true. Brock Purdy, audible. What does he see on this defense? Brock Purdy is a very smart quarterback, and that is a great throw to Kendrick Bourne. People want to talk about them letting go of Jennings, but people gotta understand they have the original Jennings in Kendrick Bourne.
Just about the same player. I'd agree with that.
Play action. Brock Purdy dumps it off to Juszczyk, breaks the tackle, and Juszczyk is able to get some pretty good yards there. If Brock Purdy had some more time, Bourne was wide open on that play.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he was able to get his eyes downfield in time.
Good read. And that's George Kittle. They get the block. George Kittle. And he nearly makes it. Nearly almost makes it into the end zone. Houston does not like that. Brock Purdy. Niners. The end zone. That's Christian McCaffrey. He does not get it.
Yeah, it's something you're going to expect to see out of this front seven from the Houston defense. They're not the lightest set out there. These are heavy set guys, and they are willing to do anything to get it through, just to get to the quarterback or the running back.
Very true. Brock Purdy makes a dot to Ricky Pearsall, but he can't make it in.
Now you're looking at third and goal. What do you think? Would you go for it here if you don't get it on 3rd and goal?
I honestly would, with how on fire your defense is right now. And that is going to be a touchdown for no other than CMC.
You know, if it's not Kittle, you know who the second guy is. It's Kittle or CMC.
And that's the thing about the San Francisco team. Next man up mentality. If it's not your 2 stars, it's going to be a person you don't expect. It could be Juszczyk. It could be Bourne. It could be Pearsall. This offense is something, they do things you don't expect at times.
Yeah, I mean, I think you give credit to Shanahan for that, though. I mean, a lot more than people would initially, because I mean the way he play calls and the way that he sets up his offense, like everybody gets an opportunity out there. It's not just, it's not just those main 2 stars. It might be them frequently, but he's still looking to try to get everybody else involved out there.
Very true, and he just gets the
interception
by D. Winters, and that's gonna be a pick 6. Wow, that is something you don't see.
No, it is not. A deflection off the helmet of another player, and Winters managed to break through just enough just to get the interception.
Oh my, I need to see that again.
That's actually going to be D. Winters' 2nd touchdown of the season.
Wow, I have never seen it bubble off someone's helmet, and they still managed to get that catch.
I guess that's the 2nd helmet catch that you could call pretty relevant in NFL history. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Giants. Screw
the
you
helmet
guys.
catch. Wow, and here's Eddie Pinero. You already know it's going down the middle. What a hot start for this San Francisco 49ers is defense. If you're the Niners offense here, you just play the clock when you're on the field now.
Yeah, if CJ Stroud's going to be your top quarterback in the game, might as well,
Oh, he breaks through. And that's going to be more to be able to get him down. Great special teams so far for the San Francisco 49ers. And this is not a good start for the Texans. 0-3, that is something you don't like to see because he likes to force it.
Well, he has 2 completions, but they're interceptions. That's your issue.
That's your issue, yeah. You don't want your only completions to be to the other team. And this is going to be a pretty good run.
Yeah, Winter still looks like he's pretty juiced up from that pick 6 that he just got a moment ago. But can't let that adrenaline cool down. Still got to make some plays out here.
Very true. And they run the ball. Oh, and Green just gets absolutely... And that's a fumble! And the San Francisco 49ers get another turnover!
3 turnovers. You got a hat trick in the first quarter for this defense.
Wow. This is a defense that I don't see teams beating.
No, it's impossible.
Great hit. And you know what they say? You may truck someone. You got to prepare for that next tackle.
Yeah, Joe Mixon getting a little too careless, And that's why Mustafa's is slept on, is because he's not the biggest guy out there, but You know, he's willing to put his whole body out there on the line just to make the big hits.
Yeah, that man, Mustafa, you can always count on him to make a play like that. He has the speed, and he launches himself when he hits people. Brock Purdy, dropping back. What is he going to do? He's going to scramble. Brock Purdy, he's running, and he's going to be down. First down. And that's something you got to know about Brock Purdy. He is not slow. He has sneaky wheels on him. He will run.
Yeah, if you think you're just going to be able to account for everybody on the offense outside of Brock Purdy, yeah, you got another thing coming. You got to learn the one way or another that Purdy, he could run it out there.
It's gonna be play action from
not like Lamar, but
Brock Purdy.
He's gonna do it again,
and he's gonna get the first down. This man, Brock Purdy, is looking very, very well. Like he deserved the big bucks he got paid.
Yeah, I mean when you're elevating the rushing game as the quarterback, yeah, I mean you deserve the big
Good
money.
Throw. No other two. Kendrick Bourne, he is having pretty good game. Every time he's targeted, you just expect him to catch that ball.
And I mean that wasn't an easy matchup he had on him either. That was against
Play
Stingley.
action. Brock Purdy throws the ball, and it's intercepted. Not a play you want to see from the San Francisco 49ers. And George Kittle misses the tackle, and this is going to be a pick six.
Yeah, that was a pretty heck of a job by the Houston defense right there. Looks like they rushed out the ball a little bit sooner than Purdy wanted to. A little overthrown right there. And you could credit that one to Daniil Hunter right there. Just gets around his tackle, and yeah, he definitely rushed the clock on him.
That is something you don't see from Brock Purdy. Even when there's a hand in his face, he gets the ball off, but that time he couldn't. Oh, and that's going to be a flag on San Francisco, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Yeah, it is.
And that is and Chase Lucas, the rookie. But, you know, doesn't mean anything. PAT is good, and they're going to kick off, and it's just going to be out of here. They're not going to have a chance to try to run it back.
Which, I mean, if you're San Francisco, you don't even look at that as like the worst thing ever, because you start the ball at the 35-yard line.
Exactly. You have Christian McCaffrey motioning out. Brock Purdy reading the field. Gets the ball off. What a beautiful block by Christian McCaffrey. And how does Purdy get that ball off again?
Yeah, it's a tight zone that he's trying to throw that to, and it's a tight zone inside the pocket. It's just all around tough.
Very, very true. 49ers. Went down. Beautiful zig route to Kendrick Bourne. Pretty little zig route, and that zig route will always eat up a Tampa 2 defense.
Battery level high.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, and we'll be back shortly.
Headset paired.
Yeah, and you already know the little end of quarter discussion, that little bit of extra time that Purdy had with his coordinator is just don't force out the ball if it doesn't need to be.
Very, very true. The Niners have to play some safe ball here because there's still a lot of ball game left. Great throw to George Kittle. That's going to be a first down. That's someone who's been pretty quiet this game so far. It's good to see him getting involved. First and 10. San Francisco. Brock Purdy's going to bomb it. And that's going to be George Kittle. And he does not hang on.
I don't know how he doesn't come down with that one.
That looked like he had it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just something that you don't see Kittle do that often either. It's like I said, he's probably like one of the more reliable targets here on this offense.
A little screenplay. Christian McCaffrey is going to cut up the field pretty nicely. Second and 10, and now it's 3rd and 3. That's just something you see that, like, you see that consistency from Christian McCaffrey, you're gonna win every football game. Brock Purdy. Throws to CMC. CMC cuts up. He fumbles! And the Niners get the ball back. Barge.
How did they get that back? How did they get that back?
That is something you do not see from Christian McCaffrey, fumbling.
And
Fumbling was never his issue.
he is going to be taking out the game momentarily after that hit. Pretty huge hit to take.
Yeah, very big hit. Brock Purdy. What a catch by Kendrick Bourne. They need to pay this man. He is looking like a wide receiver one in this game. He's doing his thing, and I like to see that from him. Brock Purdy. He's in a scramble, and he's going to go down. 2nd and 3. They were too worried about what the receivers were doing, and they all played back. There's no pressure at all. Brock Purdy's able to get it. Pretty easy game. 2nd and 3. They're near the end zone. See what the San Francisco 49ers can do. Brock Purdy, cross back. Oh, and that is a good defensive play. If that ball was a little lower, that could have been a catch.
Oh.
3rd and 3. And Brock Purdy just gets swarmed by EJ Speed. And if you're the San Francisco 49ers, that's not your quarterback's fault. Your line just got killed by a blitz.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'll probably be beating up a dead horse by repeating this overs and overs again. You know, just this is a front seven that's not gonna allow you to just run in there, allow you to have time. These guys are looking to kill your quarterback back there. They want to hurt him.
That's very true. Oh my god, that's a missed tackle. San Francisco 49ers. They can't let this momentum change because they have this crowd pretty quiet still. Even from a pick 6 happening. First and 10. CJ Stroud. And that is dropped. You cannot place that ball any better than what CJ Stroud just did there.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad drop by Charlie Kirk right there.
Charlie Kirky. This is going to be lobbed up. And that's a great tackle from San Francisco 49ers. And they could get a stop here.
Oh, Warner's going to get back there.
He gets it down.
Mustafa!
And he drops it. And that's going to be an amazing read by the San Francisco 49ers. Malik Mustafa. He has been a very big impact in this game.
Whoops. Yeah, Mustafa's definitely showing why he deserves that playing time that he gets right now. Trying to put his name out there in the market. Trying to make sure that he keeps his spot on this team.
That's very true. Man, Niners really do know how to draft really good. And you got to give a shout out to John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah,
Well,
they know the type
Shanahan's
of
still
players
here,
that they want, and they go out there and they get them in the draft.
Very true, very true. And that's going to be a gain of 1. Not too bad, not too sad. You still gained a yard. They have Jordan James out there. That is a rookie right there. And he has a lot of comparisons to a lot of great running backs. And that's going to be Jordan James with the ball. He's going to be going up the field, and that's a first down. And there's an injury timeout. And it's going to be, a big, big loss for the Texans. And this is really serious. And it looks like he could be cramping or he pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, no, that's a huge loss on the front seven right there. Definitely a huge conductor for, what operates this train over here in Houston. covers up the middle of the field really, really well. It's hard to replace him.
Exactly. And that is going to be a big play. Wow. By none other than Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, Ricky trying to, put his name out there a little bit more. He's had a bit of a slower start than anticipated this
George
year.
Kittle has not been able to hang on to the ball much this game.
No, hasn't been quite his game yet. He's having his fair struggles, but everybody does.
Everybody does, and he's a player you still can't count out, even on a bad game. And this is going to be thrown to none other than, who were we just talking about? George
Kittle. Yes, Niners
even on
will
a bad game, you got to guard this man.
That's the thing about some of these players over here in San Francisco. You can't let one play define you, so they'll go out there and they'll keep on hustling.
Very true. And he's going to bomb this up, and it's going to be overthrown. That is most likely the safe bet because, yes, you could trust Kendrick Bourne to go and get it, but you don't want a chance of pick.
Not only that, it was Kendrick Bourne versus an edge rusher, Will Anderson Jr.
Yep. We'll see. 4th and 1. They're going for it. The very dangerous throw, and that is going to be a pick 6. Brock Purdy has really been feeling this pressure here.
Yeah, and Houston defense coming up with both touchdowns for their team today. So
that is something you do not want to see your franchise quarterback making. Christian McCaffrey on the kick return. A pretty decent game. Oh, Brock Purdy definitely feeling this pressure. Just makes the wrong read. This would be Kendrick Bourne. Man, is this guy having a game.
Yeah, 5 for 54, averaging just about a first down per. And, looks like Mac Jones actually just took the field right now. They're going to take Brock Purdy out. Maybe not for the game, but just to end the quarter. And that's a great throw.
What a great throw from Mac 10. You know what they say? When your Glock Purdy jams, you pull out the Mac.
I don't think.
Let's see what Mac Jones has here. He throws it, and he gets swarmed. That is something you don't like to see your offensive line allowing.
You never want to see your offensive line allowing stuff like that.
And Mac Jones throws it deep, and it's just shy of being out of bounds. 4th and 6. Wow, and San Francisco is staying on the field.
Looking to be aggressive. Try not to let the momentum die right now.
It's me, Mac Jones, and he makes a perfect play to George Kittle.
Just why not?
Wow, when you're the Falcons, you're not expecting that spot to be open because you're expecting to blitz there, and no one was able to get through.
Especially if you're the Falcons, because I don't think I see a single Falcon out there.
Yeah, there was no one out there. I thought a fan was gonna jump through and go get him. This would be a play action with Mac Jones. And he's going to run it. He's going to get the first down. Mac Jones looking real comfortable right now.
Just like Brock Purdy, you can't sleep on this guy's speed. Doesn't have Lamar's type speed, but he's got Brock Purdy type speed.
Ricky Pearsall. He's going up. He needs to get down. And that's going to be a timeout, 4 seconds. I believe they're going to go for the field goal here. Eddie, he's money.
Yeah, he is. And I believe San Francisco also once again, I think they get the ball at the start the second half, so that's at least something to look forward to going into halftime right now. Even though,
Definitely something you want to be looking forward to. And if you're the offense, you're not beating up Brock Purdy over these mistakes. It happens. But you keep him in, and he continues to do that, you're not going to win this football game.
no, and I mean both mistakes have been big time mistakes. It's been both of their
It's literally
touchdowns.
their only points, yeah.
So you see Hampton right here. Oh, makes a man miss.
Wow. And that's just... Man. I don't know what the Chargers got to do, but they got to put that number 2 guy out there.
Oh hell yeah, they do. Put him out to block. Screw it.
Man, 2 shitter teams going at it. But Atlanta has a good defense, but it looks like they get exposed here. What a spin. And he breaks the tackle, and wow, all the way forward, though. Oh, no, it's halftime. They're up at the half. Michael Penix is... he's not having as good of a game he did last week.
Nah, not even close. Just as many attempts and about 10 less completions right there. So yeah, Chicago and Baltimore. And it actually looks like Williams is going to throw that one over the middle to DJ Moore.
Oh, my. 13-0. Lamar Jackson looks like he hasn't really been able to get that ball going.
No, either the ball hasn't been going or, just haven't been able to have the ball out there. But yeah, no, you're going to see a lot of halftime adjustments right here, both on offense and defense on both sides. Or maybe not defensive, like change for the Texans, but wow.
Battery level high.
We're going to kick off the second half of this game right now. Niners are still up by 6. Looking to keep their undefeated season going.
Yep, and Garindo. He's going to go. He breaks the tackle. He's going to be down near the 35.
Yeah, as you see, McCaffrey's still up there in the top 5 receiving running backs in the league right now. And
Yeah,
San Francisco damn near has 10 times the amount of yards that the Houston offense has right now. Goes to show how one-sided the game this game should be.
What a diving catch from Robinson. And that's going to be another big injury for the Texans.
I didn't get quite a good look at that name, but that did look like Daniil Hunter, and it was.
Wow, that's going to be a big loss.
Oh, McCaffrey's still going to manage to get that
Wow.
first down right there, but even without Daniil Hunter, this front 7 is still holding up. Al-Shaair, number 0, is back on the field, by the way. So
Very
huge.
yeah. But it's huge for them, so we'll see what the Niner offense can do here. Brock Purdy throws the ball. It's a good throw, and it is in. 2nd and 1. Maybe Brock Purdy could have a bounce back half. He's a great quarterback. You just can't be making mistakes like that.
Yeah, no. Sometimes when you play a little too safe, stuff like that does happen. This Kittle, just having a tough time through contact right now.
Very, very, very true. Very true. Let's see, a little play-action play. Brock Purdy, he's gonna throw it deep. It's Ricky wide open. Wow, touchdown, man. Whoa. I don't think he needs to be doing all that. He needs to stay healthy.
If I say dude's about to risk injury over this touchdown right now, but what can you say?
Oh my God.
When your quarterback makes a throw like that, I mean, it just comes out,
Wow. If I'm Brock Purdy, I'm excited, but I'm being scared of my receivers celebrating like that.
Yeah,
They're gonna go for 2. I mean, I feel like you have to be aggressive here. You gotta make a statement. You gotta let them know. Oh, that was a great defensive play right there.
yeah, Alshire.
I didn't really see anything there for the Niners.
Yeah, Alshire's quite literally one of the few linebackers out there who's gonna go out there and he's gonna consistently make Kittle work his way out there a lot more than most linebackers would.
Exactly. Very, very quiet game from Fred Warner.
And well,
His presence is felt, but I feel like you're not going to see much of him if your D-line is getting through.
if your D line's getting through and if you're just getting turnovers, I believe this is only Houston's like 12th attempt right now.
Wow.
So
San Francisco's defense has been really dominant this game.
when out there, they are dominant. It's
That's
Winners
gonna
gets
be
an
intercepted
interception.
for D Winners. Wow. Get a good load of this guy, man. Talk your shit. This man is just a ball hawking fucking player.
Hey,
Wow.
You want to talk about Fred Warner? I mean, he's got a really nice complimentary side to him. He's got D Winners. You know, it's starting to not look like there's much of a difference between the two out there. Whether one's out there or both are out there, both manage the field, and I mean, both they do well in both sides of the defensive play call. They could get out there and get to the blitz, and as you just seen a moment ago, they're great in coverage as well.
Yeah, very, very, very great. And I don't think you're going to lose games when you have those two elite players. And Robinson, again, this man is really showing out. Brock Purdy, yes, he has a lot of interceptions, but he's still making great throws.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna question that right now.
Let's see, it'd be 1st and 10. Have everyone lined up. And this could be, he throws it deep. Oh! What a catch!
No!
No, it wasn't a catch. Oh,
Confirmed, not a catch.
let's go to the replay real quick. You know, we're going to go to the replay. I think Pearsall was wide open this play.
Pearsall was. Purdy
He's
just misses
wide.
that one.
Purdy just misses that. It's still a great throw. I know people might eat him up for it, of Purdy not throwing it to that wide open man. I think that's a play Bourne should make. That's a play Bourne does make. He's a Hail Mary king of catching balls. And I really like that word, balls.
Whoa.
Brock Purdy makes it to Robinson. He's going to get the first down. Brock Purdy looks really locked in right now.
Yeah, no, I think he was locked in on, like, even in the first half, is just, you know, sometimes the quarterback needs to step out and just
Play action.
take a little
Brock Purdy
breath.
makes a throw to George Kittle. And that is a man you cannot sleep on even when he is quiet.
He's had his
Okay, he
fair
pumped
share
it,
of
everyone just
struggles
started
this
dancing.
game. But you know what? If he's open, he's going to get the ball thrown to him all day, every day.
Exactly. I know he doesn't have the rings to show for how great he is. He is definitely one of the greatest tight ends we've ever seen.
You know, I would argue and say the closest thing to you know, like what Gronk was, a blocking tight end who can also go out there and receive the ball, and he's not slow either. They're both big tight ends. They can both block and they can both catch.
You know, I understand Kelsey had his years. Kelsey was a good tight end, but I think Kittle just still has it over him because he's able to block. He's able to sandwich people that are bigger than him and way more than him.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Houston's definitely going to be questioning their future here in just a moment. But the way that this game's going, it's looking like they're gonna have a 1-6 start to the season. Martin!
Oh man! Martin able to get through. Nick Martin. Great pressure. Oh my. If you're the Texans, this is not looking great for your offense.
No, it's not. And you want to talk about consistency? You know, Martin doesn't really get too many plays out here on this defense and the way it's set up, but he makes the most of his opportunities. That's back-to-back weeks with him getting to the backfield. See on the lower half of your screen, Nick Martin, that is his second sack of the season. So back-to-back weeks, just making it work out there.
Very true, very true. Let's see. They make the throw. Not much at all there. And that's, again, D Winners making that read.
Yeah. If he's not intercepting the ball, apparently he's just wrapping up. And CJ Stroud fumbled it!
And he fumbled it. And who picks it
Mustafa's-
up? Mustafa! Oh my lord. And another injury for Houston.
And he's running off the field right now, going to the locker room.
That is not a good look.
No, it's probably looking like the end of his game right there.
Wow. Brock Purdy driving back. He throws deep. That's George Kittle. What a catch! George Kittle. You get him going, he's going to stay going. And that's something the 49ers really struggled with when they lost a lot of players, was the yak. It's looking like they're getting it back. And be a good throw to Kittle once again. Kittle is really feeling himself right now. And this is really good because it's taking a big load off of Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, McCaffrey
running out.
more or less having
Brock
like
Purdy.
a
Good
cardio
throw.
day
To
out
no
there.
other than Kendrick Bourne. This man deserves to be noticed more and talked around the league.
He's going to have his talks around the league after this game. I mean, you just don't have a game like this every day.
Throws it. And that was a very scary, scary throw from Brock Purdy, but it's good. No one was right there in that area to pick that ball off.
You know, just fortunate, you know.
It'd be a run play to the outside. They get the block. And Christian McCaffrey just doesn't have enough speed like he used to get around that.
Nah, the acceleration's still there, but, you know, with age, that does tend to happen. The speed does drop significantly. It was only a matter of time before, you know, that would happen to McCaffrey as well.
Very, 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 very true. This would be Brock Purdy to none other than Christian McCaffrey. This is a guy that you want on your team.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they traded out for him. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, trade deadline acquisition?
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
I remember the Niners being able to make that trade at like the time the trade deadline was actually about to end, and breaking news, it was towards midnight, and they got that trade.
Yeah, he's just a franchise player that, I mean, any team would want. Any team is going to want him, but San Francisco is the one that pulled the trigger on him.
Yeah, and also heard that if it wasn't them, it was the Rams that were going to get him. You know, the Niners wouldn't have liked that.
Nah, they wouldn't
Brock
have.
Purdy scrambling out, just throws it out. And that's a smart play from Brock Purdy.
Definitely learning from his early mistakes in this game right now. Not just forcing the ball out there and potentially throwing an interception.
Isaac Guerrero definitely is the biggest what if because he can survive games. He just doesn't survive fucking training camp.
Yeah, no, seriously.
This would be throw, and Brock Purdy got hit. And
Yeah.
Niners are gonna settle for 3 because this is money, money Eddie. So, and it's down the middle like it always is with him.
Yeah, by the way,
Definitely a player Niners are happy to have on their team.
if you're wondering if Bourne's getting glazed or not, he's definitely not. He has 508 yards on the season already. Definitely out there in like the top 10 receivers this season alone. So when we're giving him praise right now, he's earning it.
Oh yeah, you're feeling his presence right here. Stroud, what is he gonna do? That was a very high one. CJ Stroud is not looking too good. He is not comfortable.
No, he's having to, throw awkward throws, go on the run, just making throws that he
Stroud,
really
what's he gonna
shouldn't
do?
be trying
And he's
to make.
gonna go down for another sack. Gross Matos. And this is back-to-back games with a sack. Man, when you have 2 players with back-to-back sacks in both games, I know if you're the defensive coordinator, you're really happy.
Yeah, and especially when their name isn't Nick Bosa, because that just goes to show that, even outside your star player, your team's making plays.
Yep, and that is very true, and that's gonna take a lot of workload off Nick Bosa. And right here, you're gonna expect them to go for it. Niners, stop them here, and it's pretty much ball game already. CJ Stroud, what is he gonna do? Wide open.
Yeah,
That's Higgins.
that was definitely a time C.J. Stroud had time to be comfortable in the pocket, so you could see what he could possibly be, but that offensive line does need to give him some more time, but not against this defense. It's just not going to happen.
Very true, and I agree highly on that. CJ Stroud looking over to where to throw the ball, and he just burns Stout, and that's gonna be towards the end zone.
Still prevents the touchdown right there. So great hustle effort right there, but now you just got to stop the offense right here.
And that's gonna be 2nd and goal. If you're the Texans, you need a touchdown here. And that's gonna be a touchdown for the Texans.
It's a little bit of a late touchdown right now, but game's not over till all 0 strikes, so might as well put it out there. Nah, we didn't see that. We didn't see that.
As a Garendo, definitely had the potential to be something special.
I mean, I wouldn't even say would or could, because he's still very young, This is only his 2nd season, so, there's still a lot of time. Things can change. Not every great NFL superstar starts off at a hot start. If you look at like Adam Thielen is like a great example of that one right there.
Wow.
Thielen didn't exactly start off, he wasn't a starter. He wasn't even a draft pick, actually. He was undrafted. So, and he didn't get his opportunity until, I believe he was like 27 years old.
Yeah, he was already up there in age, and people already doubting him because they said, "Oh, he can't have a career because he's already up there." And what a hold on by Christian McCaffrey. Even with the man that's double his size, he just hangs on to the ball.
Yeah, I mean that's also just great trust that Purdy has in his, his running back right there, being able to dump it off to your running back like
Christian
that
McCaffrey,
and just
he's running up.
trust that he'll hang on to that ball. I mean, that's a huge flex. I mean, not every quarterback has that option.
Yeah, we're in a league today where you either have a Jonathan Taylor or a Christian McCaffrey. And shout out to Henderson too. That's a sleeper right there as well that people don't talk about. Looks like they're gonna be keeping the play here. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, Purdy sees something. What does he see? He could run it himself. And he gets it. What a hustle play from Brock Purdy.
It
I don't know
didn't.
what it is with this kid, but he doesn't show any fear even with having this many interceptions. Brock Purdy running out. He scrambles. Gets him. He throws it, and that's your best bet right there because you don't want to lose anything and you don't want to turn it over.
No, I mean, you know, could have been an ill-advised throw, but nothing really comes out
Christian
of
McCaffrey
it. McCaffrey's
with
gonna go out
lots of
there.
room. McCaffrey, and he goes down. Another injury for the Texans.
Alshire, you know, it's his second time, and this time it looks like he's walking
Ooh.
off the field.
Oh,
So-
and they're pointing it towards his ankle. Could be an Achilles. Prayers up for him. That's the type of player you don't want to see go down with injury. Christian McCaffrey just gets eaten alive. Calm down, man. You're down by like 80.
Yeah, no, for real.
And it looks like they're gonna let this go down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, you're up 2 possessions. 2nd and 12. Like, you're for sure going to run this down to, like, the last 40 seconds at the bare minimum. Yeah, it just wind down clock time. But that's just going to end it.
Oh, man. I know they say this in basketball, but mama, there goes that man.
Kind of got stuffed all game long, Christian McCaffrey, but he comes up with a huge play at the very end of the game to seal it pretty
Yep,
much.
and going to victory formation and the ball game. San Francisco 49ers starting 8-0. You better believe that they are the favorites in the Las Vegas betting odds to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's not even close. I don't even know who's the second closest team to San Francisco right now. I couldn't even tell you. I actually can't because I don't know.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. So what was a pretty rough start for Purdy in this game. He kind of comes out strong, finishes the game head up high. It's what you like to see out of who's supposed to be your leader in in this franchise.
Very, very, very true.
And man, that was a game by D winners too. I mean, we could give the offense all their credit, but at the same time, defense, they made a statement in the first quarter. 3 turnovers.
Wow, Romeo Doubs joins the Broncos
Oh wow,
as
yeah,
the trade goes through.
yeah. They wind up trading him away. Wow, that's crazy.
That's a pretty big trade. There's definitely going to be a lot of trades in this league because it looks like a lot of teams only have 1 win. But that's gonna do it for my commentating.
That's it in general. That'll be it in general.
Those were 2 pretty good games. I'll try my best to be here again.
Yeah, no, I definitely invite you up here. You know, enjoyed having you commentating with me. Keep company.
Yeah, it was really fun to be here. I appreciate the invite, and I got to glaze my goat, Brock Purdy.
So we'll check out some stats. You know, Purdy throwing
8
2,000.
interceptions, not too bad. You know, he could be like other quarterbacks that throw more interceptions than touchdowns, but it's definitely not a bad start.
No, it's
He's
not.
definitely doing enough for his team to be 8-0. Christian McCaffrey. Wow. 1 fumble. That is something you like to see. 21 broken tackles.
He's up there.
105 yak. His longest is 40. You would expect with these stats, he would have had like a freaking 90-yard run already. George Kittle. What a great season he's having. Kendrick Bourne with only one touchdown really doesn't explain how good he's really been this season.
Nah, he's been like he's literally just been like the first down merchant. You know, you got third down, you look at use check, maybe they covered him. Okay, I'll just take my odds with Kendrick Bourne. That's what's been kind of going on with this offense
Man.
right now.
This team is really the definition of the power of friendship. Look at those yards.
Yeah, no,
You have 5 players with 200 or more receiving yards. And one of them's a running back.
and your fullback almost has 100 yards.
Yeah, like, that's insane. It's okay, you know, Trent, he's trying his best with this O-line. This O-line is not the best.
Yeah, I mean, then they've only allowed 6 sacks in 8 weeks right now. You're averaging a little under a sack a game allowed. I mean, that's top tier right there.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely you'd like to see, you know. You're not going to have a game where quarterback is not getting touched at least once. Like, that's elite. If your quarterback's getting touched at least more than 2 times, then you got to start questioning your O-line.
And you look at the sack leaders, you'd be surprised in who's not
Wow.
the sack leader on this team.
And it is Gross Matos. He's definitely having a breakout year.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just a very good compliment for Nick Bosa now because he's got 7, Bosa's got 6.
Holy cow. Look at Fred Warner. He has 43 tackles total and 22 solo tackles.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, over half his tackles have been just by himself.
That is... Freddie Ruger, man.
But 10 TFLs and 3 sacks too on top of that, so he's just been on it.
Yeah, he has definitely been on... Hey, give it up to the secondary. Secondary has been looking really nice.
Yeah, no, especially Green. I mean, Green was clamping it up out there. Winters was just making the middle of the field miserable with Freddie. What do you call him?
Freddie Ruger.
Freddie Ruger. And then obviously Lenore out there when he made that great cut and read right there. I mean, that's just the interceptions too.
And you know what they call Diomino Lenore? He is the cheetah. No, he's a hyena, not the cheetah. The hyena. He talks and he brings it on the field.
Like he's got 8 pass deflections out there, you know, leading his team.
Someone that they got to talk about more is Malik Mustafa. He's only 5'10", 206 pounds.
And he's
His
forced the
second year
most
in
fumbles in the
second
team.
year. Like, man, what a great pickup for the San Francisco 49ers. He's gonna be special. Look at Eddie, man.
Perfect season so far.
Dude. Look at his face.
Yeah, he's got a goofy little face to him.
Man, Isaac Orlando, I mean, at least he's doing something. He's there.
Oh, and something I always do check on, because we always want to see if we won the trade or not. Go down to New England, and they're not doing too hot. Ayuk and Jennings combining for a total of about 340 yards right now, and 2 touchdowns.
I'll always love Brandon Ayuk. He's a great receiver, but you don't need that type of drama on your team.
No, you don't.
Especially when you're having a season of next man up, and the person that's next man up doesn't want to be the next man up and give up on the team when they're not giving up on him. That just goes to show you that you don't need him on your team anymore.
You know, exactly. And right now, Purdy ranks 7th in MVP votings at this current moment. But we can check out some weekly awards, see if anybody's won anything so far.
Man, NFC's really hating on the Niners.
Week 6, look at that one.
It took till week 6 for at least one Niner to get it, and look at it was 2.
Yeah, that was Warner's 2 interception game and Brock Purdy's 4 touchdown game.
Jesus. Man, this league is really... Look at D Winners. 3 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, can't get much better than that. Just literally efficient whenever he's out there making a play.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But that's gonna do it for me. It was fun commentating, and I'll try to be back.
Yep, yep. I'll let you know. I'll let you know so that, we don't miss out on any of these games right now.
Oh yeah, that'll be definitely fun.
Yeah, but until next time, Pop Smoke.